Wait.
You might carefully pick the type of fuel that you stick in your car, but do you ever think about the fuel you stick in your body? As high school students, our lives are packed full of activities, early mornings, and school events, but what we eat often takes the back seat on our priority list. And the truth is, the food we choose directly affects our energy, our mood, and consistency. It even affects our confidence. And eating a diet is not about giving up everything you love. It's about making smart choices that help you feel better, more sharp, and able to handle anything life throws your way. So by sharing my personal journey toward adopting a clean eating lifestyle, I want to highlight how making mindful, nutritious food choices not only transform my physical health, but also improve my mental clarity and overall well-being, proving that eating healthy isn't that bad in general. It's good. So, the food today that we often eat is filled with highly processed, chemical-laden, and convenient foods that are they're easy to make and easy to eat, but are they really good for you? They also are linked to chronic diseases such as heart failure and obesity and heart disease. It also has short-term energy spikes, and long-term chronic diseases are linked to it, as mentioned before. So back to the basics. You want to eat whole food. That means it's not processed. It's just the whole food item. It comes straight from the plant. It comes straight from the animal. That's what you want. You don't want processed stuff. This also avoids artificial flavoring, artificial sweeteners that are just uncalled for, and it's just extra sugar that's horrible for you. In summary, here's the main point. It's a takeaway I got from PMC Med Central. They said in their article, however, a growing number of important findings are being reported from observational research linking demonstrable health benefits with organic food consumption. So, moving on, why should you make the switch? Well, if you look at these two, you've got The Rock, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Look how he is. He doesn't eat artificial garbage. He eats good stuff, organic food, natural foods. This other guy, on the other hand, it's obvious. He just eats whatever's processed. So, why should you make the switch? Well, it gives you more energy. It gives you a healthier lifestyle, healthier body, and our body's the temple of God. We have to take care of them, right? It also supports weight management and chronic disease prevention. So, my journey with eating, it kind of started about 6 years ago. My dad gave me some Coke Zeros. He was like, stop drinking the bad stuff. The regular Cokes are filled with sugar and bad stuff. You just don't want them. So he gave me a Coke Zero. I tried it. It's kind of bubbly at first. There's a lot of, There's a lot of carbonation. And the flavor just wasn't quite there. It wasn't as sweet as the other stuff. And so I was kind of hesitant at first. But then I kind of realized, hey, it's a lot better for me. So I kept on drinking the Coke Zero. It was better. And I didn't really crave the sugary foods anymore, the sugary drinks. So how does that affect me? Well, I had more energy. I was more enthusiastic about my life. I just felt more energized. And the word endurance is a great word to use there. I was more endurance to do like physical activities such as the sports I was in, like flag football and soccer. So about 2 weeks ago, maybe 3, I did a 2-week food diet where I only ate natural foods or organic food, which are foods that come straight from the plant or straight from the animal, as mentioned before. These foods kind of helped me to build a better looking physique, and it also helped me to have more endurance and more stamina at track, running, sprinting, jumping, you name it. I was just Even my mood, it was just so much better. So what were my peers' thoughts? On this note card, I have a survey or an interview. I did 2 students. One, Sabi and Drawson. I asked them 5 questions. What were their food preferences? What kind of foods do they like? Why do they like them? What does their family eat? And finally, if they had a bad food or a food that was bad for them, would they keep eating it if it was like their favorite food, but it was their pet? Sabian, my first contestant, said he liked savory foods such as sushi, pizza, chicken, and it's just easy to make to him, and there's lots of variety. He didn't like chitterings or cream cheese or peanut butter Pop-Tarts, but he did like seafood, and that was kind of like something his family made, so he grew up with it. And he said he would give up a food that was bad for him if he knew it was, even though it was his favorite. Jordan Williams, on the other hand, the second contestant, said he liked rice and energy drinks because rice is versatile, it comes in abundance, and he didn't like liver or cottage cheese, so they both didn't like cottage cheese, which is a plain sour food. Excuse me. But he did like chicken, and that's kind of like what his family made. So they made grilled chicken, fried chicken, baked chicken, all that. And he said no, he would not give up food that's bad for him, even if he knew it was, which is kind of interesting. So, moving on, there are myths about eating clean. Oh, eating clean is just too expensive. Well, there's alternatives to that, and they're not that expensive. The alternatives are just like the regular organic foods. You just gotta look at the certain price tags, and some will be on sale, so just keep looking. Another one, it's hard to stay uniform to it. It is if you have the wrong mindset, but you could start with little steps, build your way up, and then find yourself eating clean all the time. Another one, healthy food is boring. Well, it depends on how you look at it. To me, no, it's not, because there's a lot of flavors. They're all really good, and God made them straight. Like, go back to the Garden of Eden in the Bible. They have fruits and vegetables and animals. They didn't have Pop-Tarts or cereal or popcorn. No, that's all processed junk. Just eat the stuff that was here in creation. Moving on. So here's some simple steps to begin. Just shop the perimeter of the grocery store, because on the inside, that's where the bad processed stuff is. It's crammed up in the inside. You want to go around it. That's where all the good stuff's at. Makes it easier when you shop. Another one, cook more at home. That means you can make your own food, you can put as much serving as you want, and you can use organic foods instead of having to have processed pasta or processed pizza. You could just make it with natural stuff. Another one, read the ingredient labels. Less is more. You want less ingredients because there's less room for processed food. Another one, replace saturated foods with unsaturated foods. So use whole foods instead of saturated. Chips are saturated. Guess what's not? Fruit, vegetables, those are not. So use those. So, as I wrap it all up, oops, I have my cards around. As I wrap it all up, would you make the choice today? Would you make the choice to just eat clean? There are small daily choices that add up. Eating clean is an investment to your health. And just start with one clean meal a day, and then add on in the future. To end it all, I want to end on a quote. So I chose a quote from Bethany Frankel. Your diet is a bank account. Good food choices are good investments.